part is the only place in the world we find this surface. Okay. So the people must stay divided. As long as we are divided small group, we will never be united. And we will never be able to control this. General bukan nasi kami tahu what's happening in the I want to improve with the general. Getting information. We need that flame because there must be a revolution. We need that flame to spark so that there can be a fire. We can ignite the flame, but you should be the fire. We are dying after us. There's no one who's in front of me talking about the struggle. Controversies where our battle for Angola inside the country. There's no one after us.
Yeah.
We are dying generation. You only, some of you might see me for the last time, not for the last time. But you as the youth must change the future. Your parents, some of us, has become late parents. Very late parents. They became so comfortable in the comfort zone. They became what our parents were in the time of apartheid. But you must make a change. You must question things. You must do things differently. It's your world that's waiting for you in front.
Yeah, these two, is it questions first?
Yes, I have a direct. So
okay, you also speak up.
Okay, quickly. So I'm from Colville in Kimberley, Northern Cape, right? So my question is, growing up in a community that have the same challenges, like gangsterism, you, as the Afrikaans, brother, you come to a space and it's like the identity crisis you speak about. As young people, we still have that boxes you have to tick when you apply. How do we stand up against that? That's the one thing in terms of our identity. Because, they will hear your accent, like you can't be politically black. Urupradi, Purbazi, right? Your color of your skin. Those are the things that still enforce the identity crisis, and we as young people have to face that every day. And the second one is the political parties using the race card. There are a lot of political parties that will even use the face of Kriel, right, in terms of race and color, and promote that. So we don't hear the real story. Now it's my first time sitting here, and I've just been sitting there reflecting and having all these goosebumps, and I'm like, wow, I'm lucky to be in Cape Town during this time. But you'll get to varsity where I was in Joburg, you'll be like, oh, my dad was a freedom fighter. We don't have that. Like at colored people, who do we relate with that we say, I'll be from Northern Cape, oh, Kriel from there Cape Town, I can relate, because people still use that to bargain. We still have people that are like, oh, my father fought in apartheid, so now I have this and this and this. So identity, and the other one is politically. How do we align ourselves as young people and don't get... Oh, you want to answer?
Yeah, I think...
Like the last two. The last.
My question is just to go very quickly, camera. You touched on my point, and this was my concern the first time I saw this documentary. The way Ashley got killed. The fact that he remained in the safe house 2 months later. So the question is, yes, he came from exile into the country to obviously support other units like the Volksstraat and whoever else who went the underground structure for him as they came back into the country from the links that I see in the document. My question is, why was he still there 2 months later? And then you answered the question now to say that he was compromised and he opened the door by somebody else. So in Athlone, where he was killed, Robbie and Colin was killed a few 100 meters away. Another kilometer where Uncle was killed. All 4 cadres compromised.
Same space.
All 4 cadres betrayed. And I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
I'm Suleiman Stellenboom from Mitchell's Plain, Tafelsig. I think it's very important, we need to applaud the youth. Earlier, I stood outside before this whole thing started. En ek het 'n paar questions gevra vir this gentleman here and that young lady there. En my question was gewees, die gaat oor Ashley, het julle die geleer in die skool? Die is goed wat in die skool geleer word nie. Sy hoor van Jan van Riebeeck en die strandloper. This what's happening here needs to go to our communities. We need more of this to educate our youth how the struggle was. I was born here in Cape Town, 1976. That time we stayed with the group act and move us to Entek up in the Bontebel. 1976, I was in Standard 6 in Bontebel High. Who knows the UDF here? The UDF never had membership forms that you need to fill in to become a member of the UDF. You're just part of it. And that is when I started. And it's very important. Let's go back to the question this young man asked, identity. I was born 1962. When I could get the ID, my ID book state Cape Malay. I lost my ID. I had to go for another one, and it's Cape Colored. So what does that tell me? Who knows the history of colored in this room? What's the meaning of colored? Colored is a wurken. It's a mixed masala. I'm not a colored. If you stay in China, if you stay in Botswana, there's no things like, I'm an African. I'm an African, that is what I am. I think that will answer to your question, brother. It happened to me when I moved to Joburg, when I went to Joburg. As ek my mondhoek maak en praat, hey Kapi, sy is van die Kaap af geslen. So, you see, it doesn't matter where you come from. As long as you're a black man, you're an African.
Beat that.
Guys, another thing is this gangsterism. Those that grew up here in Cape Town, my dad was a gangster. But the type of gangster he was, I don't know if you guys know, sal pa met die ouer manne praat, die Globe gang, Kasbas. They didn't wear guns. They wear ou kapies and check skirts, a mess by the supermarket. And you know, if you walk as a grown woman, come here, look up on the pad with your groceries, then they run and carry the stuff to your house. Let's be overropping. You know what is it? Back to what he said. Discipline. Discipline is very important. If you sit in a train with your parents, en daar is 'n mommy waar daar staan, of 'n oude persoon, you have to get up. Let that person sit. But now, what's happening now?
Sit, man.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So discipline is important, guys. You know who's the biggest gangsters
Politician.
in Parliament? The politicians. They're political gangsters. When I get the platform, ek like om dit te sê. They used to sit with me and we used to drink lion beer. Today they drink expensive whiskeys, Jameson. They used to travel with me in the trains, but today they drive in flashy blue cars. I'm telling you today it's totally different. And where does it start? Changed by who? By us. Who believe in democracy in this room? Who believe in democracy? Democracy is a buffocracy. I'm telling you guys.
Yes,
democracy is a buffocracy. Hulle het ons oë toegemaak. This is the law supposed to be here. If you reach the age of 60, then you go on pension. Social pension. If you go to Parliament, it's an old age home. That's an old age home that's there. Right. And that people are looking after their farms. while they're there. In Mitchell's Plain, it's a red zone, guys. You know why I'm saying this now? I would like our youth to take note of this. Mitchell's Plain is a red zone. People are dying. This morning they shot the when I left home. 2 streets away from me. People are dying there. As we sit now, I belong to an organization called Save Mitchell's Plain. We are activists. Politics, we're not interested in your party politics. Activists, wat saamkom en kyk hoe kan ons Mitchell's Plain save. So there's a meeting now. I told them, listen, I want to be here because I know the history. I was part of this here. 1976 with the uprising of Waterworks Flexer, Martin Court. Ik heb daar gebleven. I was in standard 6, 1976. I was in standard 6 at Roundtable at that time. You know, the thing is this, why I'm mentioning this? We, as so-called, also tell Linda Klein, Vanguard Drive, it for us, like Langa, Pontivali, with the uprising, where the people of Langa that were with us. Also tell Linda Klein, we closed that road, Langa Amro. People, the police het vir my kom soek by my huis. Dan sê my ma, Suleiman bly nie hier nie. I had to run away from home. And you know whose people that got hold of me? You guys will know them. There in Steenberg, Joe Marks. Joe Marks is one of the people that vir my gesê het, kom hier so, sy help te wild, om dat sy vir jou lyses intrek. Joe Marks, Johnny Issel, that is another one also. So, en ek het begin te leer van die groot manne af. Hulle is ouer as ek. They passed away, both of them. En die is manne wat vir my eintlik gegroom het. That time I saw you guys. Ek het gesit in meetings met julle manne, but I wasn't like, hoe kan ek sê? Leadership top structures, but ek het klip gegooi. Ek het tyres gebrand, ek het petrolbombs gegooi, I was part of it. I'm working with scars op die apartheid. Ek weet nie wel, ek kan sê my oor is in die helfte. Ek was geslat deur die boere, miksak oor my kop. And they hit me with the baton. So, that is what we did as youth that time. They cannot learn it. You must keep on. And you know, the previous government, Mandela, is nie die persoon wat die government geovertrou het nie. Don't believe that, it's not Mandela. It's not the clerk either. It was we, as the UDF, the people, because UDF was in a prison, it was in a church, it was in a bus, wherever you go it was UDF. And we put pressure op die government, laat Mandela release met word. ANC was terrorists here in this area. Hulle was classified as terrorists. Only after can the ANC lekker move it. And most of us come from the ANC, man. We grew up in the ANC. But the ANC, it was toegemaak. Politicians. Gatu, Amelia, Guri, you guys were on leadership that time in the ANC. But we on that point, we don't believe in party politics. It doesn't take us any further. It's vat nie versoren toe nie. Because it's political gangsters. There's no, ons gaan aan mekaar. Look what we did in the early years. Ons het geboycott. You see now, this is the problem we have in our society. No, guys. There is iets wat ons het in ons area nie. And you know where is this in Cape Town? is niks different as die groep ekkie. This is Cape Town. We come from different areas in the Cape Flats. Pontyville, Mitchells Plain, Menenberg, they're right. So this needs to go to our communities. I would like, if it's possible, if I can get material like that has been played, so that I can organize a whole in Tafelsig by the with youth, skiet mekaar, so we can do the mindset says. What I like what Guru mentioned earlier, organize is very important. You see today for the youth, it's not easy to organize. You know why? The technology. Daai jare het ons die cellphones gehad nie. There wasn't cell phones. Maar ons het ons boodskap weer gekry. There you are. Boodskap was weer. You know when I moved to Mitchells Plain 1980, I moved to Mitchells Plain. Now I would like to know my next question. Okay, you'll stop me now. My next question. When are this gonna go out in different areas? This ground that I'm standing here is stolen. Can I come down the area, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I
Showmax. It's on Showmax.
Showmax.